Alan, you don't see a lot of horror. I see horror. And I did see The Strangers Chapter 1. The Strangers Chapter 1 is kind of a reboot, remake of a movie called The Strangers. Now, to be clear, The Strangers movies, my understanding is they're making 3. Who knows? Maybe more. Because The Strangers Chapter 1, which I saw in a theater, by the way, and the cast was there, did a Q&A after. It's on our members only channel. Look that up. It's a I would say like it's a fine, it's like in a pinch. It's kind of like bad pizza. If there's no good pizza around and you have pizza in the fridge and you're like, well, I guess I'll just have cold pizza for lunch or breakfast. It's fine. It works in a pinch. And The Strangers Chapter 1 was a fine, say, slasher movie with 3 masked, mysterious characters. Who are they? What are their identities? What is their motivation? And it was fine. It ended with, of course, Maya, the final girl, played by Madeleine Pesch, and her fiance was killed in the first movie. He makes an appearance in this movie. The Strangers Chapter 2 is the sequel. Not only the sequel, it picks up directly where Strangers Chapter 1 left off. Now, this is directed by Rennie Harlin, of course, Finland's most famous film director, mostly known for action. And what I'll say about this movie on the plus side, it's kind of like, a lot of slasher movies, they kind of, you get to know 69. The characters. Yeah, who cares? They're all going to get killed. Yeah, it's fine. And the third act of every slasher movie is a cat and mouse, with the killer and the pursued, the final girl. This movie should have been called Final Girl the Movie, because it starts immediately with Maya in the hospital, waking up, recovering from her wounds. She's going to be, her friends are going to transport her to another hospital. Somehow in the hospital, everyone leaves at 5:00 or something. She's alone, nearly alone, and immediately being pursued. This movie takes what would be the third act of a standard, slasher movie and makes it the whole movie. Now, so she's being pursued by them. The masks of the 3 characters, they are pretty frightening. And there are a lot of legit, decent jump scares. Although one of them is the worst. I'll get to that in a moment. So the whole movie is like the third act of a slasher movie, cat and mouse. What's around the corner? What's beyond this door? I'm being chased here. I'm being chased there. Now, these movies, I kind of, while I'm watching, I'm like, well, I know this is bad pizza, but I like bad pizza. There's something in our lizard brain, which is why horror resonates, and horror so consistently, even bad horror movies will make money because the audience is so forgiving, right? We just want to be scared. And I can't deny I was scared a couple times. I did jump a couple times during those jump scares. So the movie is in effect bad pizza. In the end, it's bad pizza. And one of the worst things was Maya's being chased by something and they don't show it. And when you finally see it, it's a boar. A terrible CGI boar, and has a confrontation right out of The Revenant. It's not good.
Did it wear a mask?
No, it did not wear a mask.
Okay.
But the one thing this movie does, so throughout, it's like I say, it's this extended, the entire movie is cat and mouse, slasher stuff. And also wondering, well, could this person be one of the masked people? But you get, and it adds almost nothing to the story. They interrupt what's happening current day with a flashback to the masked strangers when they were kids. And guess what? You'll never guess, Alan. They're creepy kids who like to kill things, like animals and other stuff. So, surprise, the people in the masks doing the killing were kids that were kind of creepy kids that killed things. It honestly doesn't add much. It stretches it out. I do admire the ambitiousness of the strangers in terms of the movie ends with a tease for chapter 3, which I have to see now. I want to know how it's going to end. So, for everyone, unless you are a hardcore fan, which I know you're not, don't see this movie. It's a 5.5 out of 10 at best, but it's bad pizza. And in a pinch, if nothing's on, I've seen everything. It's like, all right, I'll check out this horror film. So I'm only recommending this to hardcore horror fans who have to see everything. But, and I am curious about what happens, but it's a real bare recommend.